Hi everybody, welcome to Tresses, Dresses, and Hot Messes. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all enjoying your week despite of this hot weather. Today is a very exciting show because I'm joined with my good friend. He is Matthew Ambrosio, a beauty expert and fashion designer, and I'm joined today with him, and we're going to talk about fashion, beauty products, we're going to talk about all kinds of good stuff. So I wanted to start out by talking about the IMAX. A couple of months ago, back in April, we went to the New York City IMAX, the International Makeup Artist Trade Show, and it was awesome. I went with Corinne and Matthew, and we had such an awesome day. And Matthew actually just got back from the London IMAX, so I wanted him to tell us a little bit about his experience there. So Matthew, how was London?
London was phenomenal. Admittedly, it was my first time in the city. I wish I would have went a lot sooner. It is so cosmopolitan, and it is so very similar to New York. I think that actually it has more diversity when you think about it. I mean, there were so few people that I actually met that lived in London. Everybody else was from all over the world, which made the experience even greater because it was the same at the show as well.
That's really cool. And so what was your topic that you spoke about at the IMAX?
Well, I conducted a workshop. It was very different from the normal format. I think if you remember from the April, the New York City show, what I did was a runway workshop, and I basically threw them into it. It was a crash course because fashion makeup is incredibly intense.
Right.
You're under the gun. You have people yelling at you. You have someone pulling at their head doing the hair while you're trying to do the eyeliner. It's it's crazy. If anything that can happen goes wrong, it will go wrong. So what I did was I basically threw them into it by giving them a live model, giving them a fashion accessory that I designed, actually one of my neckties that I designed specifically for the London IMAX, inspired by someone who inspired me, the great Lee Alexander McQueen. And they were to draw up a face chart, but not only a face chart, but the body as well. And I gave them specific materials to do that with, including black duct tape, ribbon, and a few colored pencils, which they were limited to, which represented the eyeshadows and the lips and whatever they wanted to do with the makeup. And you can see I have one right here. This was designed for me specifically for the London IMAX by my great friend Jerian. She created this original Ambrosio style face chart. We have the face and of course the body, and all of these students were to create the look that I was to choose to be reenacted on a live model during the show. So it was basically do's and don'ts, the do's and don'ts of runway, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what you need, what you don't need, how you handle a problem, and then we worked on the hands-on workshop where we worked on the looks.
That's awesome. So, which one was your favorite look that you...
I don't have a favorite.
You can't choose?
I can't
Too
choose.
many?
I can't choose. They were all phenomenal. The talent that came out of Europe was amazing. I mean, there were artists from Malta. There were artists from Belgium. There were artists from London, of course. There were artists from Italy, from Germany, from all over the world. And the whole reason why I like to do the face charts is to display everyone's talent. Because the way you learn as a makeup artist, yeah, you go to school for it, but that's not, the majority of what you learn. You need to learn from other artists, and that's how I learned. I didn't go to school to become a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
I learned from other phenomenal makeup artists, and it's my legacy now to transfer that and to share that with other makeup artists and just pass it on. So that's how I learned.
Yeah, it's always best to learn hands-on and definitely from other experienced people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I also want to point out that this one right here is also done by his friend Janine, and it's awesome, and I'm sporting the side braid today, so I'm thinking that I should probably color one of these in today.
She was pretty good with that. I mean, the fishtail braid was huge this year for fashion, for runway, and it's also great for this hot weather. I mean, who wants to wear that hair?
Exactly. Which leads me to my next question, which I wanted to discuss today. I wanted to ask you, what do you think are like the most popular trends that are going on right now with fashion or makeup for the summer?
Well, I think it's not specifically about fashion and makeup specifically. I think what is going on, I really wanted to talk about this, was the colors out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if anybody here is familiar with Pantone, but I'm sure Pantone is a company that sets all the color trends, whether it be for wall paints or clothing or nail polishes or hair colors. Maybe not hair colors, maybe Manic Panic, I don't know. But they're literally shoving these colors down women's throats in retail, and I'm talking about 3 hottest and most fun colors in the world, which I love. I love color, as you can see. Like, you gotta have color. But not head to toe.
Right.
And we're talking the hottest colors of the season for makeup and for clothing. Well, for clothing, jade, a nice emerald green.
Yeah, I've been seeing
That's
that a
the
lot.
color of the year.
Yep.
Okay. Then we have, of course, pink, and the most popular, and the one that I've seen everywhere, is coral.
Yep.
Coral,
Definitely
coral.
summer.
I have one tip and one piece of advice for you ladies out there, and for men who want to sport the colors as well. These colors are an accent color, something to add some pop. It's not a cover-up, okay? So lips, pants, and shoes, maybe a little bit too much, okay? I mean, give it maybe a coral tie or some, show me your nails. There we go, we have some coral nail polish. A little bit more neon, beautiful color, summery and fun. But are you dressed head to toe in it?
No.
How come you didn't match it with your lips?
Exactly.
Listen, to each their own. Everybody has their own style. I don't have any rules when it comes to makeup or clothing. You know, wherever you want to wear. Don't listen to the experts. Do what you want. It's your individual style. You can follow the trends. You can use them loosely. But rule number one is there are no rules. You know, just be sure you have a balanced look. Don't overdo it with the color.
Right.
You wear a jade green dress and you're tall and you've got some curves, you might wind up looking like a frog.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't say that vindictively. I mean it was the truth. I mean, balance.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Sport the colors, have fun, but don't go head to toe.
Right. I totally
What's
agree.
next? I mean, we're going to use coral and pink and jade foundations too?
Exactly. Well, some of those colors out there, they get a little close. So, don't be a hot mess, guys. Don't be a hot mess. So, for the summer, obviously, hair's, you know, this humidity in the air is not ideal for the perfect hair weather, but we have some products that can help us out, and I know that you've been using some of the True products from the True Salon in St. James.
Yes.
So,
you see the smile on my face, right?
So, tell us what products you've been using and what you like about them.
Okay, well, let me talk about True. The way they came into my view is thanks to Corinne of Blue Chip Marketing, and also Cheryl. She reached out to me as well, and I decided I wanted to grow my hair out this year for the summer. I wanted to have a little bit more of an edgy look. Actually, I tried to get a haircut this morning from Brian, the master himself at True Salon, but of course he's booked, and it's last minute, you know. But I wanted to sport his due on the show, but it's okay. I did it myself.
Yeah,
not as good as he would have done.
I'm liking the look.
But my biggest problem is my hair is like frizzy. If you saw that, I have Afro chic right now. Okay.
I have the same problem.
You see this? It's Afro chic, but it's tamed. And how do they do it? Using 3 of the True products. They have Hair Sleek, which is smoothing. I also use the hairspray, which locked it in. And they also have this incredible shampoo, which is great for guys, but great for everybody in general, especially if you have oily, unbalanced hair.
Right.
It is for men specifically, and it smells like mint. It's tingling on the scalp, which is great for stimulation and scalp health. But it also strips the hair of all the dirt, but it doesn't dry it out. It also adds a lot of volume. Now, you know, it's a grassroots brand. The creators had this vision. You know, with using all these expensive products in their salon, but nothing was working. But you're paying all this money. Majority of it is packaging too. Don't forget. And I sat down with them one day, and they basically said to me, "Tell me what's different about your product. What's the point of difference?" And basically, Brian, one of the creators, said is that it works. They're using all these products to say they do what they're supposed to do, but they don't do anything. This one does, and I am a personal testimonial to it. The product's right, the quality is excellent, and the mission, I love boutique indie brands because they embody the integrity and the love from the creators. So many brands have grown so large that they basically lose touch with their clientele, and all they care about is the profit margin. And as a beauty expert and someone who is a product junkie, I fight for the smaller brands because they don't have the multi-billion-dollar marketing campaigns, but they have the products everybody should be using. They just don't know about it because, you know, it costs a lot of money to advertise. So that's why I stand behind these product lines, and I blog about them, and I write about them, and speak about them as much as I possibly can because I want to support those smaller brands. It's the American dream. Yeah,
I agree with that, and I'm glad you brought that up because I like to try a lot of products too, and when they don't work, I'm really disappointed because a lot of them are very expensive and in these huge bottles, and then they don't work, and you're like,
how about eyeliners? You spend $21 on an eyeliner, and within 30 seconds, it's on the bottom and it's dripping down your face. What's going on there?
Yeah, a lot of these products out there, you know, you think they're good because of the brand name or something, and really you got to find what works for you. So if you want to check out some of the True products, go to thetruesalon.com and you can check out about their salon and about the products that they offer. They have so many products, everything you could think of: curly hair, straight hair, frizzy hair, men's products, just everything you could think of. And like Matthew said, they actually work. They're designed for the consumer by experts. So
another great thing I love about the salon too is that not only is it high end and very classy, and it's been established for a very long time, they've done an excellent job building the business, but they have specialists there. You are guaranteed high quality coloring, cuts, or whatever you go there for, weddings. The brides that they spin out, phenomenal. It's so great to see professionals at work with really talented and skilled techniques and experience under the belt.
That's very true. And if you want to see some of their work, you can visit them on Facebook at facebook.com/thetruesalon and like their page for, you know, their promotions that are going on, find out about the stylists that they have there. They're always posting pictures of the hair and, you know, find out more about them. They're a great salon and great products, and what more could you ask for?
And one last thing, a little surprise, is that I will be the resident makeup artist starting in September.
Wow, congratulations. That's so exciting.
I'm really excited.
So what else is going on with you right now? With your ties and your makeup?
A lot. I guess I know we haven't touched on the editorials.
Right.
You Style You is a fashion-based Chicago magazine, and it also promotes not the underdog, but the people who are new and young and green that are coming out that have talent, that want to be exposed. And this is the magazine right here. This was an issue that I did back in fall, in October of 2012, and I did the full fashion spread inside. And as basically a really nice gesture for the work that I did, they have given me a 2-page centerfold, which possibly may be extending to 3 pages because it came out so great, and the cover featuring Ambrosio style neckties.
Wow, that is so great.
Super psyched. They sent me a photo. I'm not allowed to share it with anybody, but what I'm super psyched about is that this tie specifically, I call it M. Monroe. They used it as jewelry, not as a necktie, which I think is beautiful. And they put it on this beautiful, beautiful woman of color. She was tall, she's gorgeous. She was Afro chic too, but it fit her. It looked great. And I was just blown away. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe it. This soon, I'm already getting national attention on the cover of a magazine and a 2-page spread for my fashion designs. It's been a long, difficult journey. I earned it. Definitely, and I'm going to keep going forward. So, on July 24th, the summer issue, their anniversary issue, comes out. It's the biggest circulation they have, and you'll be able to see my designs on the cover and inside on the centerfolds for the fashion spread. In addition, I have a new print story coming out for Long Island Pulse magazine. This was my last print story, which was in April. I touched on eye decor, basically the summer trends for, if I can find it in here for you, let me see. I basically touched on the summer trends for eye looks. I threw a couple of crazy colors out there because I like women to have fun. But basically it was what's hot, what colors are hot for summer, depending on your eye tones, anything like that. And then for September, I hope I'm allowed to say this, but I'm doing brows. Brows are fun. Brows are the most underrated beauty feature on our faces. I mean, granted, it's a primitive way of protecting our eyes from sweat. You know, that's basically how brows came about. Why they're still there. I know it's a little history behind the brow. And that will be out in September. So my next print story is coming out. Of course, I have About Face, which is my bi-monthly blog where I touch about beauty pros and I touch on trends. And my favorite piece was Historically Beautiful, where I spoke about what women did during World War II to basically cope with a lack of beauty supplies because of the sanctions in the ports. It was they would use coal to draw stocking lines so they can wear skirts. They would use burnt matches to draw their brows on, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love all that stuff.
Even they would use blood from animals to put blush on, which I thought was pretty interesting, which is what it is, blush. It's blood in the cheeks. So, and what else is there? I know I have one more thing, but I don't remember. Let me see if I can... Did we talk about it? No, we're good. Yes. So we have the print stories coming out for Pulse. I have my designs going on the cover of a magazine, and what else is there?
What else is there? So tell us a little bit about the designs of the ties, because there's a lot going on here, and I love them all. So tell us a little bit about what inspired the designs and things like that.
Some people may beg to differ, but I think men are basically robbed of fashion sometimes. You know, you have those couture brands that are absolutely beautiful. It's like wearing works of art, right? But it's not a general fashion feature that most men are willing to wear. You know, I'm targeting gentlemen of all ethnicities, of all sexual orientations. Like a lot of people said, oh, your ties are going to be worn only by gay men. I don't think so. No. Because most of the guys that have bought them are either extreme sports gurus, and one gentleman was the former president of the Hells Angels. He bought the black leather one with the zipper. So I don't think it's just for gay men.
I really love this one.
This is called Speed. That was inspired by some of my favorite things, which is power, sex, and just the fire. I love fire. I know, I probably should admit that on this. I'm not responsible for any arson, I swear. I do like my fireplace, though.
Well, I think you raised a good point, because we talk about this all the time. Girls, like, guys have it so easy. You know, if they're going to a formal event, they could just throw on a suit. But, you know, they don't really get to always spice it up. So I like, you know, the tie's obviously a good accent piece.
It adds sex appeal. It adds class. It adds distinction. You can wear them dressed down. You can wear them dressed up. There's no wrong way to wear them. You can wear them without a collared shirt. You can wear them with a collared shirt. In the magazine, they sported some of the vintage denim ties. Now, I think I spoke about this before with you, but I'm actually a second-generation tie maker. My uncle made these vintage denim ties over 20 years ago, and they're hand-painted and hand-treated and hand-stitched, handmade completely, and he's got the bandana lining inside and everything. These I have as well on my website, and what they did in the magazine was they gave a gentleman a nice blue T-shirt, jeans, and sneakers, and they wrapped this around his neck. Again, they're treated more like accessories than they are neckties. This one specifically, the one that I'm wearing, is meant to be worn like an accessory, loose, casual fitting. I am the last person, and it's pretty funny that I'm a tie maker, but I'm the last person that likes to be choked by their ties. I think it's uncomfortable. I think we need to break away from that as men. Rebel. Wear the ties however you want. You know, I've sported this. This is my absolute favorite. And if you know me personally, you'll understand. I'm sure there's laughing who's watching this right now, but I am flashy and loud and sparkly.
I love that one a lot. It's good to mix it up.
And inspired by one of my most favorite people in the world, Marilyn Monroe. This one is totally, totally crazy. Everybody says it reminds them of Hulk Hogan. It's jersey knit, two-tone tie, where it's made, and then you know how in the 1980s they had those shirts in the back that were ribbed and cut?
Yeah, I still do that now.
Same style. Hey, it came back. It came back, And then this is, of course, you know, a little bit more subdued, pink, sparkly polka dots, very classic. And I'm not sure if you realize this, but it actually has a zipper. You can open it up. I measured it perfectly so you can store your money, your credit cards, your license. If you're going clubbing, this is the perfect clubbing tie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. So, on Tresses, Dresses, and Hot Messes, we always like to spotlight people that we see around in the office or on the street who are wearing something that we just have to know more about. And today we would like to bring on Kristen Bluechip. You might know her. She's always looking fashionable in the office, and today she told us an interesting story about her little black classic dress.
It's a wrap dress.
It's a wrap dress.
I had this dress for 17 years.
Wow.
And it was made by Donna Karen. So we spend a little bit more on good quality clothing, and it lasts a very long time.
Well, that's another thing that people have to realize is that, you know, there are things called disposable fashion, and you can get that at more economical prices. However, does it last as long? No. The other great thing about the piece that you're wearing is that it is timeless. So that is why you can justify the price that you paid for it. I mean, it looks like you bought it yesterday. It does not look like it was bought how long ago?
17 years.
Wow.
It's been
one? Beautiful.
We love it.
I think it needs one of my ties.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Right around the collar. And the belt. Can I wear it in the belt?
Absolutely. Hey, there we go. I don't need to come out with a belt line. I already have it. Perfect. It looks great.
Thank you.
And what kind of shoes do you wear with it? We have. Well, at least your toes are painted.
Yeah.
You can wear really anything with it. She wore it to the office today, or she can dress it up with some more accessories if she was going to a formal party or a gala or something.
Let's see the nail color we chose.
Shoes.
There we go.
Yes,
see?
We also like her nail color.
A nice pop color. That's one of the hottest colors for the season. Great.
We love it.
Yeah.
So, since we're talking about Matthew and all his wonderful ties and advice, just wanted to point out that if you want to connect with Matthew, you can find him on Facebook at facebook.com/ambrostyle, and you can also check out more about him at ambrostyle.com, and that's AMBROstyle.com, or facebook.com/ambrostyle. And what kind of things do you usually post to your fans and followers?
I like to share with them the new designs that I come out with. I absolutely love to share with them my editorials that I write. I mean, I didn't mention that I also write for Living Out magazine, which is Long Island's premier LGBT publication put out by Long Island Press, and I am their style contributor. So as opposed to me giving individual style tips, I like to use my editorials. This month specifically, we did Pride Fest Fashion, last month was June,
right.
Pride Month, and I was asked to create a piece about music festival fashion, and basically the way I took it, it was an interesting piece. It wasn't something that I have a lot of experience with because I'm not a music festival fanatic. I'm not one of those people that camp out and wear, the full goddess attire. I mean, I wish I was. It sounds like a lot of fun. I'd be doing that. And I basically touched on how dressing for an event can exude pride in what you believe in, and these people are proud of music, and that's what they love. And you have your floral goddesses, and you have your neo-hippies, and you have your rockers, and all that. And basically what I pointed out was, what would you wear on Pride to show your pride of being LGBT oriented, or being a lesbian, gay, or an individual, and it came out really great. I mean, everybody should check it out. You can check it out on livingout.org. It's the current publication. The next piece coming out is Labor Day fashion. I chose two very, very classic pieces that everybody can sport. It's a last-ditch effort to try something new before the season changes. And it reminds me, no white after Labor Day. I don't even think that matters anymore. You know? Just don't be head to toe in it. Okay? There are things called winter white, though, which are beautiful, off-white colors. Again, I think rules are made to be broken.
I agree,
some fun.
Especially in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, all these beauty experts, fashion experts, and when they get a knife in the back or someone going to be knocking on my door anytime soon, but they like to make simple things sound a lot more complicated.
Right.
Like mascara, for example. For God's sakes, it's just mascara,
Right.
I mean, 3 months, you throw it out, you put it on, you throw it out, type of thing. Just take what they say with a grain of salt. Don't follow everything that they say. Make it your own individual style, which is why I created this.
I think that's great. I like to always say that also. Wear what makes you comfortable, not what you think you should be wearing. Or I can't wear this with that. It doesn't match. Just wear what makes you you and what's comfortable on you.
I like to take a little bit from everybody. A little bit of this style advice from them, a little bit of style advice from them. I even get some style advice sometimes.
Right. Yeah, it's all about trying it out.
You may catch me running around Long Island, in a hoodie and with jeans.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those casual days.
Today I have a hole in my pants because I got caught in a thorn bush coming out of my house.
Hey, things happen.
I'm not going to stand up and turn around, that's for sure.
Look, take it from somebody who usually spills their coffee at least once every day. You just have to roll with it and make it work. So.
Exactly.
So thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday for Tresses, and Hot Messes at 11:30ish, because beauty takes time, on thedailyblue.com. And before we sign off today, I just want you to leave us with either your number one beauty tip or your number one favorite beauty product.
Okay, beauty tip. Beauty tip, big time, complexion. Focus more on your foundation and your cover-up, whether it's a tinted moisturizer or a full coverage foundation or just a concealer. I think we spend too much time on our eyes and our lips, and the whole reason why we put eyes and lips on is to attract attention to those features. But what women don't realize is that if you cover up all the distractions on your face, which is the purpose of cover up or foundation or powder or whatever you want to do, even out your complexion, make it really flawless and even, and your eyes and lips will stand out more. Your lip color will change, you'll look brighter, your eyes will look brighter and more clear, and then thus you will need less makeup on your eyes and your lips. And every woman wants three things. They want a perfect match, they want a natural look, and they don't want to feel the makeup or break out from it. So that's four things, actually. You can find it out there. Go to your local retailer, tell them what you're looking for. If you don't like the way it looks, then don't wear it. Also, when it comes to complexion, do not use a shade that's too dark for your skin. You will get a line unless you're wearing it all the way down. And I know a lot of women out there like to use foundation as a bronzer. It's not a bronzer, okay? Foundation is meant to match here. It's not meant to make you look darker, because you look at that unnatural line. So make sure when you do find your color, your coverage, that it does match perfectly. And you're not going to like the way it looks. You're going to say you look pale when they put it on. Well, that's your color. Add the color back with blush and bronzer. That's how you do it. Don't look unnatural, because if you use the wrong color and you use the wrong texture, you can actually steal the beauty from your face and do the opposite of what you intended. So my number one beauty tip, focus more on complexion and less on the eyes and the lips to get a more natural, beautiful look.
I like that tip a lot.
I also want to say that I want to thank everybody who's watching and everybody who will watch later, that your support is immensely appreciated. As I mentioned before, it's been a very long journey for me. It's been a struggle, definitely will admit it. It's not a bed of roses. Grass is not always greener on the other side, but if you have a dream, you chase it. And I am chasing it despite the adversity that I face. And I want to say thank you to everybody for your comments, for your compliments, for the calls, for wearing my stuff that I make, for coming to me to get your makeup done, for saying how talented I am, because it really, everybody's, oh, his ego must be so huge. It's really not. I think you get so far in this industry by being nice to people, especially in fashion and makeup. Everybody thinks that, you go to a fashion shoot and you have to act like, I'm not going to say it here, but you know what I mean. Rude and unprofessional. No, it's not how it works, because you won't get callbacks. Humility is the key to success. It really is. I cherish every bit of feedback I get from everybody, whether it's bad or it's good. And sometimes it's not great, sometimes it's amazing. But just thank you so much, everybody. Getting a little choked up here, because it really does mean a lot, and it's what keeps me going and makes me not want to give up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in today, and thank you for everyone for watching Tresses, Dresses, and Hot Messes. And we hope to see you next week. And we hope to have Matthew on again sometime soon so that he can share all his knowledge with us. We're so grateful that he was here today, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week.